Smith's now 7-3 behind, but it's a race to 10. And Littler in complete command, because Smith now needs to win 7 of the next 9 legs, and that's a tall order against anybody, never mind against Luke Littler.
It is, but Michael Smith's a champion. He has those haymakers in him. Like I said, the consistency right now with this man in your picture, the focus and determination in those eyes. And another maximum to add to the list. Another one.
135. Look to require 170.
That's there, the big fish. He's left it. He's not going to get a chance to
93.
get the big fish on the hook. Not this time anyway. He leaves 77 for an 8-3 lead.
137.
24 times he's attempted that 170 in this Premier League. He loves it. But this is huge. Double 10.
57.
Interesting.
50.
He's just bringing Michael Smith into this game.
Tops it is. And Michael Smith breaks the Littler throw coming out of the commercial break. Closes to within 3.
Michael Smith looked absolutely furious as he walked off at 7-3. It could be a tale of two halves, or they're the kind of positive thoughts that has to go through his mind as he goes up the stage just to calm himself down. And all of a sudden, Luke Littler's just maybe beginning to miss when he wasn't early doors. And it would be game on, you feel, if Smith could hold his throw here.
Well, let's get it right. All done as missed darts and double. But Littler here is, as Glenn says, beginning to miss in clumps, in 2s and 3s. He's now missed 15 darts and a double in the match. The heavy scoring continues. 8-1-40 plus visits, 3 maxes from Luke the Nuke. As I say, 15 darts missed as double. Smith has missed 11.
And it's not about the skill set now. We know how good these two players are. Now it's probably the things you can't teach, you can't coach. It's those characteristics, those attributes of when you're under pressure in a high-pressured situation like this one is who wants it the most.
58.
Littler has already enjoyed 90 wins in Belfast, Manchester, Liverpool and Aberdeen, looking to add London to the list in the big one. Michael Smith and Cardiff and Sheffield. He's had 7 90 wins in the 3 years of this format, Michael Smith, so a prolific winner. There's tops.
80. Look to require 107.
Time for Littler to shine. Treble 16 for tops. Smith misses, Littler hits, he leads 8-4.
Michael Smith didn't go the Littler route on 120, didn't he? Didn't go tops. The finish we saw in Sheffield, and if we rerun that half a dozen times, you still wouldn't have got enough of it.
It just looks different. I watched an interview with him, one of the 2.5 million he did this week, but he just said he loves to play in front of a big crowd. Michael Smith going into this game won 14 of his last 16 games. Michael Smith seems to have this thing over Luke Littler. People were doubting this young man today. Not me.
140.
By virtue of having the throw, Littler took the first leg, got in charge early, got in front early, got the break early, and opened up a gap, and he's never really looked like losing it. And that is a 4th maximum from the competition's leading maxi hitter, 118 in the Premier League in 24. He'll win that title because there's no way Humphries can close the gap tonight. Well, he closed the gap, he can't overtake Littler. There's no way Luke Humphries can take that prize. He can take the big prize from Littler, but who knows, it might be the Tim Lukes in the final unless Van Gerwen has got other ideas.
What a dart that final one at tops. It was actually too good of a dart, the second one, and his dart sit really flat on that tops there. And he has this unique way of just sort of manipulating that dart underneath that previous one there. And one away. It's been a sparkling performance. Yes, there's been a couple of wobbles. And when you're playing the best of 19, you're going to have them, but Littler's been up for the challenge.
95.
Michael Smith now faced with the unenviable task of trying to run off 6 legs straight against an on-fire Littler. Just a single leg required from the table topper.
102. Marking required 46.
It's hard to tell yourself. That has been his nemesis, his Achilles heel at times. He hit it blooming leg too. But at times when he needed that touch, and you can just see the frustration of Smith as he walks back. He knows the task is almost impossible. If you believe it, you're halfway there to achieving it.
He's reached the point now where he knows as well as we do. This is now pushing Custard uphill with a fork time.
Littler not giving an awful lot away today. His body language is just to retrieve his darts and walk back and getting involved with the crowd. Not really getting involved in anything. He's just in that zone that you want to find as an elite player.
93.
Of course he leaves the 170, and of course he checks out on the big fish for the match.
Well, a little bit of showboating late on here from Luke Littler.
81. Luke required 170.
Could he wrap it up with some familiar fireworks? Could he? No, he can't.
105.
But the bottom line is he's close to within 2 darts of the match here. There's nothing Michael Smith can do to prevent Littler getting darts or dart for the match here.
Luke required 65.
We're doing it at 1. It will be a double 4. And Luke Littler demolishes Michael Smith at the age of 17 years and 123 days. Luke the Nuke Littler is 1 match away from becoming the Premier League champion for 2024. He's swept Michael Smith aside. He's righted all the wrongs from earlier matches against the Bully Board. Won 5 of their 7 meetings. Tonight when it mattered most, Littler was on fire. And Michael Smith had no answer. Luke Littler far too good, far too often. And Michael Smith taken apart here in the finals night. 10-5. Glenn, have a look at the stats and tell us whether the match was won or lost.
It was an energetic start, an enthralling game, an engrossing match. Played at an incredible pace early doors. Luke Littler, we said, was so businesslike early, and Michael Smith was just hanging on. But he went up at that break. 7-3, was down, but it's Luke Littler. What a story.
And Littler through to the final right now. Luke the Nuke is talking with Abigail Davies.
Well,